You know what Daddy likes.
You know, I could get right in there and clean you out.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Mom, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. You know what that reminded me of when you put that in there? Do you remember Clerks 2?
Yes.
When he was just masturbating to the fucking dog, and she was like, I'm sorry.
Kick it, baby.
Do you want to kick it off, or would you like me to?
You can go ahead. Welcome to the Bloody and Sutty show, folks. My name is Bloody the Elf, and this guy over here,
SuttySmash.
And welcome to the show for jackasses, by jackasses, with jackasses. I got a hair on my hand, sorry.
It's alright. It's distracting, I get it.
Big announcement from Sutty over here tonight?
There is a big announcement. It's happening. An announcement from me that we'll get into momentarily.
Announcing that there's going to be an announcement.
Yeah, that's what we just did. The announcement of the announcement.
4 announcements. With
announcements by announcements for announcements. Getting right in there. Ooh, hey. We're just gonna kind of catch up a little bit, you know.
A little bit like
talking about. We got some unfortunate news to share as well. So in addition to the announcement, there's some unfortunate news spreading around that I'm sure you've heard about. We'll get in there. You do, but we'll touch on it. And
it obviously affected you far more than me.
It did. But yeah, let's dive right in, shall we?
Let's dive right in. Let's start off with, let's do bad news first.
Okay. All right.
Is that okay?
Yeah. No.
Rules.
There's no rules. No holds barred. This man had a family. That's an old school wrestling reference. Did you ever watch wrestling back in the day? No?
Never my thing.
All right, well, that was JR. JR was a very southern man who had Bell's palsy probably the entirety of his career. And anytime anything would happen to anybody, he'd be like, Good God, that man has a family. And it's like, okay, all right, thanks, man. But he'd always do it from the good side of his mouth. So he'd be like, Good God! Good God! Yeah, like Popeye, exactly. Popeye had Bell's palsy. Holy shit, I just realized that.
And horrible cancer.
Yeah, it's like, what is wrong with your arms?
Just massive.
It's like, I've seen Dr. Pimple Popper all 3 seasons, and that's not normal.
Yeah, we're gonna want to get that addressed.
Yeah, you should probably see your dermatologist at least.
Excess iron from all the spinach has caused cancer.
You know what, man? So I was a big fan of Popeye when I was a kid. And I always thought, like, spinach was going to be really good, right? It was going to be really good for me and shit. So I always, whenever my mom would take me to the store, I was like 8, right? I was like, Mom, I want spinach. I want canned spinach. Not just any spinach. I want canned spinach. Because I want to be
squeeze that can.
Yeah, I want to be
like a snake.
Yeah, I want to be strong like Popeye. So she fucking, gave in to me one day, and she gave me some canned spinach. You know what spinach is canned in? Olive oil. And you know how that? Do you know? Yeah, it is. Do you know how that sits? Not like great. Bruno. It's just like Bruno. It's just like, just like a heap of wet like leaves. It's exactly. And I remember eating it, thinking I was gonna be like real strong. I was like.
I took it like a shot.
Yeah, he's just like, that's why he shot it like a snake and like an arch, like a slinky. He did a spinach slinky into his throat. I know. Just saying that made me feel dirty.
Just making his throat.
But it's not grape-riding though.
Okay, so my mom texted me about that.
Oh, did she? What'd she say?
Okay, so I had warned her many times in joking fashion that she was talking about how something was disgusting to her, and it's like, if you want to be disgusted, I recommend the Bloody and Sutty Show episode 41. So eventually she watches it and she texts me, Evan, I made it 2 minutes into your podcast and I was disgusted. Like, good.
We weren't terrible 2 minutes in. I don't think.
Well, actually, she said 2 seconds, I think.
Oh, okay. So a slight exaggeration.
So I think she made it to right about the part where
the grapefruit happened.
Turned it off.
That's fair.
I turned it out.
You did. You did. I love that you
my sexy part, and she didn't even make it to that.
It was real good. But yeah. So the bad news, right? The bad news. Chadwick Boseman died of colon cancer.
Wild card.
Wild card, babies. So we have, for those of you who follow the Bloody and Sutty show, we have a Celebrity Deathpool that we started January, the very first episode of 2020, before all the shit started hitting the fan, with all of the people that we thought were going to kick the bucket in the year of our Lord 2020. So far, I'm the only one with any hits with, what's his name? Douglas. Kirk Douglas.
Yeah.
He was like 105. So, it was any minute. It was any minute. So that was a gimme. But we have several others who were, good candidates. Good candidates. Yeah, they're good candidates for dying. But lots of people have died this year that were just like, what? But Chadwick Boseman, the star of Black Panther and 42, what's his name?
Kirk Douglas.
No, black baseball player. The Muppets. But he died of colon cancer. And here's the thing about him, right? Is like there were pictures posted of him recently, or like fairly recently, where he was very skinny and like looked just tired, right? And everybody was talking shit about how he looked. about how skinny he looked and how out of shape he looked and whatnot, and they thought he was preparing for a role. And this guy, instead of like trying to gain sympathy from having, you know, a cancer diagnosis, he just let it happen. He's just like, whatever, you know what? I don't want people's sympathy. I'm just gonna fight through this by myself. So this motherfucker just suffered silently and ultimately died of cancer in his succumbed to his illness of the bowels. And it's like, man, that is some shit, you know, because he was a good actor. Like he was a really good actor. I don't know. Did you see Black Panther and 42?
I didn't see either one of them.
All right. Well, they were very good. He did a fantastic job. Not only that, but outside of acting, he seemed like a very down to earth, fucking real person. You know what I mean? Like Jennifer Lawrence type. Like,
yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna keep this shit real for you. And he seemed like that type of person. So it was really cool to see of him, and it was interesting to see that he just, you know. I won't even say interesting. It was sad, honestly, to see him just internalize his fucking diagnosis and just deal with it until it ultimately took his fucking life. It's like, fuck, man, that sucks. Like, that's shitty to have to just deal with by yourself. I'm sure it wasn't by himself. I'm sure his family was around him and there. But that was the only bad news I had, man. It was just that, because he was a good actor. And he did a lot of good in the world that he had, you know, he was able to impact, and it's just sad. It's sad to see a good person go. You know what I mean?
Wakanda forever. He will be missed.
There it is. I hit my mic like 6 times doing that, but we got there.
Comb. Thanks,
other than
Melissa Martinez.
Other than that,
so let's bring it up a notch now that we are with Wakanda. What is the let's talk about some good news.
So good news
going in your life right now.
Today is the wee baby Samar's birthday. It's her 3rd birthday. Feliz cumpleaños. Yeah, it's her 3rd birthday today, so we celebrated that. She had a good time with it. She had some family over, her cousins and whatnot. And in these times, you know, in these trying times, she doesn't see a lot of kids her age. Yeah, so when she sees kids close to her age, she gets super fucking excited. Like, yeah, and they're not even remotely close. They're like 3 years older than she is.
She's like, I'll do 12. That'll work. Get in here.
Get it, do it. So they're like, we're chasing each other around the house the whole day and whatnot. So she didn't take any naps. She ended up falling asleep about 8. Woke up about 2 hours ago. So we're in here for the long haul. But but it was good. Like, we had a good time and whatnot. But in addition to, oh hey, turn that flash on. Do that.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Crank it up.
In addition to the wee baby Samar's birthday, I decided to, finally pop the question to Marie. I popped that question, which was, hey.
What's she doing Sunday?
Yeah. Hey, you want to get married sometime?
And what'd she say?
She said, she thought about it a lot, and it was a reluctant yes. But no, man, like, it was good, man. It didn't go how I planned it, right?
You had planned it?
I did. I saw it. Initially, oh god, that's real bright. Thank you. Thank you for that. I love that. That's my favorite. All right, let's turn that off. And then you can do whatever you want until the battery dies, which is seconds.
What could go wrong?
Yeah. So originally I'd planned to just do a private thing just with me and her and the baby, and I was gonna have Samara hand her a the ring box, right? Like, oh hey, look what Samara found, you know?
Yeah.
One of those things, and then as soon as I got home from getting stuff for Samara's party, she was like, or her brother came, like was here, like super punctual. He like her party started at 2. He was here at like 1:58. I was like, perfect. So I went out and talked to her brother and his fiance, and was like, hey, this is what we're doing. So I guess we'll do it now at the when we do after the cake and presents and shit. Oh, Lolita, you can definitely steal Marie. Like, she's still swoopable, I'm sure. Like, I'm
still in the right.
Yeah, no, Evan. Bloody, sorry, everybody knows where you live, man. Bloody
now everyone knows where I live. Thanks.
Yeah, my bad. Bloody is still definitely in the running. So, Lolita, you are probably higher, if I'm being honest, as a woman.
That's some bullshit. That's sexist.
But no, so I talked to them about what I was planning on doing, and then her sister came and like cornered me and was like, hey, I heard my brother told me what you were planning on doing. What's happening? And I was like,
pause.
Mm-hmm.
Turn your music off. We're gonna get serious for a second.
I told you said what's up.
All right, good. All right,
yeah.
Put it back.
Okay.
Wait. What'd she say?
She said,
cool. I'm so in.
But so that happened, and I was like, all right, hey, you need to keep this shit down because she can't know. Like,
gotta keep it on the down low.
Nobody has to know. But yeah, so I did that, and then it didn't go like I said, it didn't go according to plan, even a little bit. I was planning on doing it at that time, and then her brother came, and then I was planning on doing it when Samara opened her presents, and then when that time came around, Liara woke up and she needed to be fed, and then all the kids wanted to go outside and play with the dog, like vehemently wanted to go outside and play with the dog. So I had to go outside with them. So then I'm outside and I'm sweating my ass off because it's 118 degrees outside. And then I come back inside, and then I go get the baby to try to burp her, and then she throws up on my arm. And then as things go, I'm like, oh, cool, all right. And finally, something happens where we get a small break in the chaos, and her brother ends up taking the baby. So I'm like, this is the only time I'm gonna get where I'm gonna get to do this. So I included that in my little mini speech. I was like, hey, didn't go how I planned it. I smell of sweat and baby vomit, but here we are, and, will you? It was more eloquent than that, but...
Was it?
Not by much. Not by much. But she said yes. She was excited about it. She wasn't expecting it, which is, what was most important to me. I didn't want it to be a surprise. I wanted it to be a surprise for her.
You didn't even tell me you were going to do it.
I didn't.
I was going to talk you out of it. For selfish reasons.
Now, we still have the chance. Like, if you tell me right now, we'll go to Seattle, we'll get married immediately.
Bro,
like, babe, I can't
get married if you're already married.
Like, babe, I can't. Then me and Bloody will have to get gay divorced, and you know how hard that is in this economical climate?
Yes, I do know.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I've done it. It sucks.
You've gotten gay divorced?
Just regular divorced.
Yeah, so I feel like gay divorced.
I got straight divorced.
Yeah, I feel like gay divorced would be even harder. It's like, really? You guys fought for this? Like,
Yeah.
but Cormith, how are you? But yeah, additionally to my bad news, right? I started building the PC back in the room that died, and I was paying attention to all the cable management, the whole nine, and come to find out, it was the only piece of equipment that I didn't replace, the power supply. That was bad. Apparently that power supply fried my old motherboard. So now I need a new power supply to
How many watts you need?
Not many, man. Like, I need less watts than what will fit in the case. Because last time, right, I got 500 watt, because it's like 430 watts to power all the shit that's in there.
I got a 480 you can have.
But I already ordered it. It's gonna be here. But like a 500 watt is smaller than an ATX case.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, hey, here's a big gap, and you're fucking let all the dust in. But
just fill it with something flammable, stick it in there.
Yeah. So I just got a 600 watt power supply, and it'll do the job.
You can always return it and take mine for free.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. I probably won't do that if we're being honest.
I know.
That's
why I offered it.
It's a lot of.
I knew you were gonna take it.
It's a lot of work. A lot of work to get that done. Like, I have to go there and hold it with my hand. Oh, you got to bring it here, and then I got to hold it with my hands. Ugh.
That's true. You do have to do that.
That just sounds tedious. But yeah, man, that's my big news of the everything. That's where I'm at.
Well, Mazel tov, my friend. That's a real mitzvah.
It is a mitzvah. I'm getting overclaimed.
He's getting all the claps. Talks amongst yourselves. God, I feel like I'm in Miami right now.
Mm-hmm. How are you, Bloody? How's your day going?
Oh, dude, I died and went to Jew heaven. It's fantastic.
I love that. How's Jew heaven?
It's surprisingly humid.
Is it surprisingly humid?
Yeah.
Or expectedly humid?
It's like Miami. No, dude, I've been great.
It's not the heat, it's the humidity.
I got the issue with my phone, but that should be resolved eventually. I'm gonna have to buy a new phone, which is awesome.
Do you really? I thought the rest, like all the other stuff, was gonna resolve it.
No, I have to go buy a new phone, so I'm thrilled about that.
All right, dope.
So what happened was I switched phone carriers from my expensive AT&T to a discounted carrier called Mint Mobile, owned by none other than the Ryan Reynolds. That one.
I'd switch to that carrier just for the off chance that I get to smell his taint.
Yeah, that'd be great. And the process is a little bit backwards, where the first thing you do is if you want to move your number over from one carrier to the other, you put in the account number, give it a PIN number, and then it carries your phone number over. And it's like, hey, good news, that's done. Then it's like, all right, now let's make sure your phone's unlocked. And it turns out it's not. So to unlock my phone, there needs to be a bill paid on it, which the current users of my phone, because it was on a family plan, are a month behind all the time. So they would have essentially had to make double payments, which of course they can't afford. So my phone will never be unlocked. The only thing I can do at this point is buy a whole new phone.
Or you could just pay that second month.
It's like $400.
But then a new phone is like $700.
I'm not going to buy that new of a phone. I'm just going to get an old refurbished something. At this point, anything. So right now I've been running around with no phone service, and I only use Wi-Fi and do the Apple Messenger, which is fun.
Yeah, I've been getting messages from Bloody from his old work email from like 8 years ago.
That email still works. I had him set it up. I have a guy that works there still. I was like, hey, can you forward this to my real email? I was like, no problem. I got you. And he did. So my old work email still works.
That's so good. But yeah, that's unfortunate, man. I feel really bad for you.
It just says no service right across the top. And my dad's like, you need to call them and tell them to give you a phone. I'm like, because that's how things work.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Like a goddamn scarlet letter.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's been fun. So anybody trying to call me,
sorry,
unsuccessful. Hey, that'd be an interesting experiment. You should grab your phone, throw it on speaker, and call my phone and see what happens.
It's
right there,
now.
Right?
Yep, there it is.
Throw it on speaker. Let's see what happens.
Skip up, D. Oh, you're in my favorites.
You're in my favorites too.
Please leave your message for 4804.
Oh, hey, let's
not do that. I expected it to say burr, burr, burr.
So did I, but it definitely did not. It just
probably wasn't that out then.
Hey, here's the phone number. Hey, I realized after the area code. So I mean, like, kudos to me for being like, oh, nope.
You got the job done. That's all that matters. That was my idea. I don't know. I just I didn't realize that the other phone carrier is set up and is expecting my phone calls to go through.
Well,
that was a great idea.
Good job, man. Proud of you.
I expect a creative edit there.
Oh yeah, it'll be a good one. You'll be like, hey, idiotic decision in 3, 2.
Call my phone on speaker. See what happens.
Holy shit. We're so stupid.
That was the dumbest thing we've ever done. And we've done dumb things.
We've done so many dumb things. Holy shit. That's right up there. Right fucking up there. Holy shit. Oh, man. All right.
Speaking of
dumb things that people do. I only have one this week, but you have 2, so we'll run with that. So you start, I'll do the second. This is This Week in Dumb.
Our first story. So we can all agree that Smashmouth are assholes.
Oh god. Yeah.
These no talent ass clowns went and did a show.
Somebody once told me. Mm-hmm.
So earlier this month, Smashmouth sparked a considerable amount of global ire when they performed at the Sturgis Motorcycle Rally in South Dakota. The event went without social distancing measures in place and without a requirement for face masks. They went viral with a video showing the vocalist Steve Harwell shouting, "We're all here together tonight. Fuck this COVID shit." So, of course, with 50,000 people in attendance, we're already at over 100 cases of COVID have been reported directly linking to the Smashmouth concert. So, way to go.
Good job. Good job, Smashmouth.
It is the most viral thing that they've done in years. And I grabbed a couple of the comments from the Reddit post that I found this in. And I'm going to read 2 of them to you real quick.
Okay.
One of them was, "Somebody once told me Corona's gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed." I thought that was good.
That's good.
And then she was looking kind of dumb with her t-shirt that said Trump and her mask at home in the trash can.
That's pretty sad also.
So anyway, way to go. You're probably gonna get a bunch of people killed. I
Way
hope
to
they
be.
get sued. That would be great.
You know, it's not gonna happen. I don't know.
A girl can dream.
Yeah, they can't. I don't think they'll be held liable for other people's stupidity. Like, yeah, they shouldn't have held it open. Like, but stupid people are gonna stupid people, you know.
Don't be stupid.
Quit that. Mine is wrong way driver stopped and ticketed, then arrested for immediately driving back onto the wrong way of Veronaville Road and evading officers. So she was driving down the wrong way on a freeway. Her name was Sandra Lynn Morvan, a resident of Fortuna, California. She was going down the wrong way of the freeway, got pulled over, and they were like, "Hey." Realize you're going down. You're going down the wrong way of the freeway. She's like, "Hey, I'm real sorry about that. It won't happen again." Immediately afterwards, it happened again because she just kept going. So she turned her turn signal on after getting pulled over initially, and it was just like, "Wah!" Fucking just right down the wrong way of the freeway, and just kept on going, and then she evaded police. Like the same police were trying to pull her back over. She's like, "Nope,
that can't be for me."
No. So
I already talked to them.
So, she ended up getting pulled over and subsequently arrested for evading arrest and driving down the wrong way of the freeway. So, way to be, Sandra Lynn. Way to be, Sandra D.
Dripping in virginity.
Mm-hmm. Ploop, ploop, ploop. That never made sense to me. It's like, how are you dripping in virginity? It's like, I feel like you'd be like sandpaper level, like coarse grade in virginity.
Gross.
In virginity,
we're going with like a 50 grit, just
yeah,
rough as shit. All right, so my last story is coming from Hopkins County, Texas. A motorist hands alcoholic beverage to deputy and drives off. So this story turned out to be really long. I'm just going to paraphrase it. Basically, a 54-year-old Arlington man was pulled over from the highway. He was on the I-30 East. He gets pulled over and is clearly inebriated. Mm-hmm. So the officer says, "You are holding an open container and are clearly inebriated." So he was like, "You're right, I am." So he hands it to the cop and then drives off.
Here you go. This is yours now.
So then this then goes into a chase where he is later apprehended and then charged with a slew of charges, including evading arrest, driving while intoxicated, and also speeding at criminal speed. And he's in a lot of trouble.
It sounds like he's not going to have a good time.
No, he's going to have a bad... And it's great if you would take... I'll send this to you in Discord so you can pop it up here now. To see the actual sheriff of this county. Hilarious. It's like out of a cartoon.
I'm really excited about it.
Hopkins County, Texas. Land of the free.
My freedoms!
Yep, they've got them there.
They do.
Are free. They pay their bucko.
I was just gonna fucking go there. Freedom costs $1.05.
Freedom costs $1.05.
You got pussies and you got dicks. And you got assholes, Chuck.
Assholes.
And sometimes
dicks fuck pussies. But sometimes
dicks also fuck assholes.
Too.
And then your dicks and your pussies are covered in shit.
So sometimes dicks are good.
Oh, that's so good.
This week in dumb.
There it was. Bloody, are you ready?
I'm very ready. I'm so excited.
I'm so excited for you. So, in honor of, Marie deciding to say yes to the dress, as it were, we are going to go into a, not proposal themed, Rotten Tomatoes game. Hey, can you not? Thank you.
Is it just a bunch of romantic comedies?
No, it's not. I made sure it wasn't that.
Okay. Okay.
So, we will start this off. Are you ready for your first film?
Yeah, let me just show the guns a little bit. Stretch out.
Oh,
hey, not
God.
you, just me.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Okay, you can
All
go
right.
now.
With my stretch, just.
Yeah, it's fine. I just don't want to be compared to you.
All right. So, the bride continues her quest of vengeance against her former boss and lover, Bill, the reclusive bouncer Bud, and the treacherous one-eyed Elle. I am talking, directed by Quentin Tarantino, starring Uma Thurman, David Carradine, and Michael Madsen. I am talking about 2004's Kill Bill Volume 2.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I love the... Okay. Most people agree that Tarantino's probably one of the greatest directors of all time.
Oh, for sure.
That?
For sure,
Maybe
yeah.
not the best, but definitely
He's up there.
like
He's
top
up there, yeah.
5. It'd probably be like Steven Spielberg, Christopher Nolan.
Spielberg.
That's not the same guy. Christopher Nolan. Maybe, what was that? What was that guy who did Aliens?
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott. And then maybe like us horror fans will throw in like Wes Craven.
Sure.
Okay. Anyway, so we got our top 5 up there. I'm gonna say this one's very fresh. I'm gonna say 83%.
83. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Bloody. Yep, that's right. 83% is super close. Super close. It is certified fresh at 84%.
Oh,
you gained 1 on that. So fun fact about this, the brothel segment where the bride meets with Esteban Vallejo, who's Michael Parks, was the last scene of the movie to be shot. It was also filmed at a Mexican brothel, and all the female extras were, in fact, prostitutes that worked there. Yeah.
I wonder if they made some money that day.
Probably.
Safe to assume.
We'll never know, but they probably did.
Safe to assume. And I'm not talking about their extras fees.
Next up, are you ready?
I'm ready, baby.
A young couple staying in an isolated vacation home are terrorized by 3 unknown assailants. Directed by Brian Bertino, starring Scott Speedman and Liv Tyler. I'm talking about 2008's The Strangers.
Hang on a second. I think we have a problem.
What's the problem? Did we do this already?
I think so.
Fuck.
I'm checking the logs.
Is this the first time in Bloody and Sutty history where we overlapped a bit?
I don't have it listed, so I'm pretty sure we did.
We probably did.
I don't have a copy of it, so we'll assume that we didn't.
Even though we probably did.
I'm almost positive we did. Okay, so because I remember we talked. Maybe it was this when we were talking about horror movies in general. This is a great movie. A couple of reasons. Number one, very like you don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I thought the Strangers was such a good film. Like it was well executed. It was actually like you are concerned for these people.
Yeah, you are uncomfortably like, oh no, oh don't do. Yeah,
I'm very uncomfortable with what's happening right now. I love this movie. I think it is fresh, but I don't think the horror genre is too popular. I'm going to say fresh, but barely fresh at 67%.
7? Okay.
I'm kind of guarding my lead here.
No, that's a good call. You could have guarded it a bit more because it is in fact rotten at 48%.
Okay.
So a couple fun facts about this movie. It says based on actual events, right? The actual events it was based upon were there were several, but the most famous or infamous were the Charles Manson murders of the Tate murder, right?
Yeah.
In addition to terrorizing that family and, murdering Sharon Tate and her unborn daughter, or unborn child, rather, they would also go around and do dry runs with other...
They would go in their house and move shit around.
Yeah, they would go in their house.
We've talked about this before.
We have. Yeah, they would go in their house, move shit around, and it was just really fucking creepy. Like, imagine you waking up and just going into your living room and being like... It's not where that's supposed to go. Like, that's not where that was when I would sleep. Like, that would be real fucking creepy. Yeah. And you would check, like, your closets and your fucking everything. And most of the people, they just left like that. They're just like, oh, we're just going to fuck with them a bit. And then...
I had that happen to me, sort of.
What?
Did you really? It wasn't my house, though. It was my car. Because I frequently leave it unlocked on accident.
Uh-huh.
And I got into my car once after I'd left it unlocked, and I noticed that my headlights were turned off. Which I never do. I always leave it on auto. Like 100% always on auto.
Mm-hmm.
And my headlights were off. I'm like, I didn't do that. There's no fucking way. And it's impossible to, like, accidentally bump it. Like, somebody got my
like way up
car.
There. Yeah. That's creepy.
You
probably have hepatitis now.
Yeah, I probably do. Let's kiss.
Additionally, the finale in the original script had much more interaction and dialogue between the victims and the strangers. This was cut in order to keep the intruders mysterious and eerie. So they had more conversation about why they were doing what they were doing.
Wonder how that went.
I do too. That's not included in any of the cut DVD stuff. Yeah, but I would be very curious to see that, because the only thing you get is, why are you doing this to us? Because you were home. Yeah, that's all you get. Nothing outside of that. So it would have been cool to hear.
I did like, though.
I like that a lot too. Yeah, it's like, oh, these fucking people are really goddamn crazy.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Bloody, are you ready for your next film? This is a plethora of different films. I don't know if you've noticed this thus far.
We're kind of all over the place.
We are. We will be. And we will be.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Keep it coming.
All right. So, a competition between the maid of honor and a bridesmaid over who is the bride's best friend threatens to upend the life of an out-of-work pastry chef. Directed by Paul Feig, starring Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, and Rose Byrne. I'm talking about 2011's Bridesmaids.
That's a great movie. It's comedy at its best. Melissa McCarthy is one of my favorite.
Oh god, she's so good in this.
If not, like, my absolute favorite, like, female comedy.
She's She's a very underrated comedy actor, because she's done a lot of work in a lot of things.
So funny.
Where it's like, oh, you're so good. Like, there's this, and then there's the puppet one. I can't remember the name of it, but she's in that also. And then she's in
The Heat. With
The
Sandy.
Heat. Oh my god,
that hard.
That
so
was
long.
so good.
When she's going through her captain's office,
yeah.
Like, what are you looking for? She's like, your balls. Oh, I bought that movie.
She doesn't even say his balls. She's like, the captain says she's looking for my balls. Like that's like she doesn't even have to. She's like, I can't find them. You went down? Okay. You kiss? Happy birthday, baby.
Feliz cumpleaños. Feliz Navidad. Great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Bridesmaids, I'm gonna say fresh, certified so. 81%.
81? All right.
Yeah.
It is fresh, and it is certified so. But 90%. So you gain 9 on that. You're doing very well. You're doing a great job.
Great game so far.
Yeah, phenomenal game so far. Fun fact, this was actually the highest grossing R-rated female comedy of all time in the domestic box office, edging out Sex and the City from 2008. The cast actually spent 2 weeks improvising with each other, a lot of the scenes. So they would just sit down, play out the scenes with the cameras rolling, with a loose script, and they would improvise a lot of the shit. A lot of that was actually included in the final film.
You know, speaking of this movie, you know who I think is also really, really funny and low-key kind of hot? Maya Rudolph.
I disagree entirely.
I'm okay with it. That's more for me.
I think she's very funny. I don't think she's hot, even remotely.
She's kind of hot.
Not my cup of tea.
Her in Idiocracy, I was just like, ooh, girl, look at you. Ooh, girl.
She's just not my thing. Did you ever watch The Good Place?
Yeah.
She's in that a lot also, and still not my thing. You know who was? Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell? Yeah. That's a good show, too.
That is a good show. I love that show.
She's too white for me.
I've seen her outside of that, and the fact that she plays in fucking Disney movies, and she has that beautiful singing voice.
Do you want to build a snowman?
It doesn't have to be a snowman. Yeah, I'm right in there. But that being said, Bloody, are you ready for your 4th film?
I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
That's a way to be and always be's ready. All right, so...
life.
We're so white. Harry and Sally have known each other for years and are very good friends, but they fear sex would ruin their relationship. Directed by Rob Reiner, starring Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. Talking about 1989's When Harry Met Sally.
I think I saw this movie in 1990.
So you're like 6?
Never watched it again after that. I just remember one scene in it at the very end. Spoiler alerts. You don't get a spoiler alert when it's been out for
30 years.
Yeah. The scene where he's like, do you squeeze the toothpaste from the top or from the bottom? From the top? You're going to have to work on that. And then from that moment on, I've always squeezed my toothpaste from the bottom.
Here's the thing. Not this movie. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's not this movie. That's the... Oh, God damn it. Because I think about that same fucking scene. We're the same person.
I know.
Like we just are.
Like, I know you do.
I think about that scene constantly. God damn it. Hold on. Billy Crystal toothpaste.
Do you squeeze?
Forget Paris is where that's from.
Oh, I've never seen Harry Met Sally.
1995. So I know exactly what it is that you're talking about. And not the same. This movie is actually the movie with Meg Ryan, where most famous for her orgasm scene in the diner.
Oh, yeah.
Where somebody's like, I'll have what she's having.
I'm going to shoot from the hip.
All right, do it.
And I'm going to say... I mean, it's Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. What's not to fucking like about this movie?
And it was...
fresh, 74%.
74? All right. So you gained a bit on that one. It is absolutely fresh, and it is certified so, again, at 90%. So you got 16 on that one. Fun fact about this one is the orgasm scene of which I was talking about was filmed at Katz's Deli, an actual restaurant on New York's East Houston Street, rather. The table at which the scene was filmed now has a plaque on it that reads, "Where Harry Met Sally. Hope you have what she had."
Oh, cute.
It is cute.
It went out of business in March of 2020.
But that movie is very good. You should watch it. It's a solid, presumption on the male and female dynamic of friendships.
It's been out for 30 years now. I think it's safe to say I'm never going to see it.
It's worth it. Well, here's the thing. I didn't see it till like 2 years ago.
Ship sailed.
You can get in there. I have faith in you.
I got House to watch. I can't.
No, it's fair. Did they test for autoimmune?
Yeah, it's not lupus.
And is it Lyme disease? Are you ready for your last film?
Again, I am prepared.
It's good. For fun-loving party animal Ben Stone, the last thing he ever expected was for his one-night stand to show up on his doorstep 8 weeks later to tell him she's pregnant with his child. Directed by Judd Apatow, starring Seth Rogen and Katherine Heigl, I'm talking about 2007's Knocked Up.
Funny movie.
It is.
I fucking hate Katherine Heigl with every ounce of my being.
Do you really? Why?
Damn, do I love Seth Rogen.
Did you watch American Pickle?
Sorry, what?
Did you watch An American Pickle?
No.
It's on HBO Max. You should watch it. I think you'd enjoy it.
I hate her. I hate her. I just her
No,
face.
it's Seth Rogen, not Katherine Heigl.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll watch that.
It's Seth Rogen times 2. He plays two characters in that movie. But anyway, go ahead.
That was me trying to do the Seth Rogen laugh.
I can't do it either.
Oh, he likes pot a lot.
He does.
Trying to guess. This is a tough one because I could see this going either way. I don't think the critics like her at all, but it was a really good movie. I think they like Judd Apatow a lot. He's very good
at telling these types of stories. Anyway,
yeah,
like this is 40. Fucking yeah, like all these are really. He does really well.
When it comes to adult romantic comedies, Judd Apatow is second to none. So I'm going to say that scored points. I'm going to say Fresh. If it's 90 again, I'm going to lose my mind. So I'm going to say Fresh, 78%.
So you're going to go ahead and lose your mind then, because it is...
Is it 90?
It's 90 again, yeah. I was really hoping you were going to fucking... be like, if it's 90 again, I'm going to lose my mind, but I'm going to guess 90. But
I should have just did it.
You should have.
Like 3 in a row.
I did. It wasn't intentional either. It just happened that way that they happened to be 90% each. But yeah, it was certified fresh at 90%, so you gained 12 on that one. But fun fact about this. So Judd Apatow actually originally planned to use real footage of a woman trying to give birth for the delivery scene of the baby. He had to change it because child labor laws required that the infant had to have a work permit. So he opted away from that because...
How does that even work?
I don't even know. Like, how does an infant sign off on their work permit? It is what it is. But, Bloody, you put together...
That was a solid game.
Quite the game, man. Let's see. 29. 5. Dude, how do you think you did?
60-ish?
57.
Strong. That's a good game.
57 you did in this game, man. And that is one of the best games that you've put together, dude. That's very, very good.
I'm on a streak, man. I'm on a hot streak. Lately.
You really are. I'm
We switched places.
We really did. I'm sucking lately, and you're picking it up. You are picking up my slack. So way to be, man. Good job. But that's it. That's the Bloody and Sutty show for this week. Next week, I'm gonna have quite the setup to show you. I'm gonna have some LED lights. I'm gonna have a new mic. It's gonna be real good. I'm real excited about it. I'm gonna be on par with my buddy here. Fucking this guy. Look at him. Just kicking a leg up. Just kicking up his shoes, relaxing his feet.
I thought it'd help my score if I showed a little leg, huh?
It's like, hey.
That could be yours. Oh God, put your white shit down.
Look at that. You see those?
What happened to your leg?
Those dots?
Yeah.
That's when I was breaking up a dog fight, and they nicked me in the leg. So I have just a permanent scar of fucking dog canine teeth in my right above my knee. So good.
Good. Next time, use your face.
Yeah, I'll be like, what?
You need a good surgical team for that.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. You ready to close it out? Let's do it.
Close it out, baby.
You guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Whatever flavor you're listening to right now, whether it be, live right here with us, raw and uncut, whether it's on YouTube, watching our beautifully edited edition, or whether it's on our podcast, wherever you see that. We appreciate you endlessly. We love having you here. We are here for you. Thank you guys for being here. And you know what? From the Bloody and Sutty show, I am SuttySmash. This
Bloody Elf saying, hey guys, keep it posy.
Yep, that's your belly button. Yep, there it is. The belly button.
Make it talk.
Wow, 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 wow.